apparently you've never done anything else, so. Next question. Anyone? Yes.
What's the change of you working again with Kurt Russell?
Well, he's still alive, and so am I, so there's a chance. We'll see. You never know.
All right. Yes, in the blue.
What's your favorite movie that you've done so far?
None of them. I probably like The Thing most of all in my life.
Yes.
How did you actually get into this, like, from childhood?
How did I get into directing?
Yes, everything, like, what influenced you to do what you're doing?
Well, when I was very young, I fell in love with cinema. And on a very primitive level, I just loved movies. I loved going to movies. And when I was 20 years old, I had the opportunity to go to USC Film School and learn the technique and craft of making films. And I went there. It was the best experience of my life. It really prepared me for directing films. And then it's just drive and luck. You have to be in the right place at the right time, and you just can't stop. You have to keep trying. So I wrote myself in the business. I wrote screenplays. And finally I said, I'm going to direct this one. But it's a drive that came from childhood.
Okay, next question. In the gray shirt. Oh, I will get you next. Go ahead. It's okay, go ahead.
Out of all of your films, which do you think was the closest to your original vision, and which one do you think was the hardest to make?
Well, none of them are like the original vision. When you sit down and either write a script or read a script, you're not thinking about the realities of standing out on the floor or on location and making a movie with a bunch of actors who won't do what you want. So you have to throw that vision away real fast or you'll be disappointed. What was the second part of that question again?
What was the hardest movie to make?
Hardest movie to make. Boy, that's a good one. Well, in many ways, The Thing was very difficult to make from the physical standpoint because we were in very terrible conditions shooting that. So that was difficult.
Next question. All the way in the back. Oh, I'm sorry, I gotta get this gentleman here. He asked your question? All right, in the back.
When you made Big Trouble in Little China, what was your favorite moment for making that movie?
My favorite moment?
Yeah.
Probably the fight scene. I love shooting that fight scene. It was a lot of fun.
Next. Come on, guys, raise your hand. In the back, yes.
John, I'm wondering if you might be able to tell us about what part of the screenplay from the original Halloween you can say was Deborah's, what was yours?
That's really hard to say. We outlined it together, and she sat down and wrote the first draft,
Right.
and then I sat down and just polished the whole thing up. Impossible to say.
Okay.
If I can ask a question about that, as far as sharing that time with her and writing as a team, what kind of problems did you guys have?
What kind of problems between us did
Sure,
we have?
well, yeah, like, creativity, creatively, really.
None whatsoever. It was really easy. Deborah did all the dirt work. She did the first pass through, which is the hardest thing to do in a script because you're figuring out all the first, second, and third act, all the characters, and then my job is really easy. So it was really simple, and we had a great time writing it. That's fabulous. Well, I'm really boring, aren't I? No, this is terrible. Ask me something juicy. Come on. Come on.
All right, how about a juicy question?
Alright, which movie, and I'm sure I'll get a bunch of movies over this question, but which movie are you more disappointed with ever made? Ghost of Mars or Escape from LA? Seriously,
quite so juicy this time.
How important would you say music is to the full obsession of film?
Complete, total, 100% important. On the other hand, sometimes you don't want music.
Right.
So it's the ability to be able to choose and know when to drop back and when to put it in. And in terms of my own music, all I did was, I'm like the guy who lays the carpet in your house. I put down a carpet so you can walk gently across the floor. Yeah, you have these scenes going by, and I just try to put a carpet under them. I don't want you to notice the music too much. I just want to support the sequences as they're going by. Then sometimes you want to be completely quiet.
Excellent. I think that was a good question.